Raider Nation, Chief High Smoke back to you with another one. And the Raiders make a move at wide receiver. They sign Amari Cooper, a free agent wide receiver, to a 1 year, $3.5 million deal. He can make $2 more in incentives just depending on how he plays. And I'm going to break this signing down with the negatives and positives. Starting out with the positives, he was there in 2016 when Derek Carr and the Raiders were tearing it up that season. And the Raiders in 2025, they're really trying to get back to 2016. A high scoring offense, being aggressive on fourth down and 2 point conversions. And I think they need to score 25 to 35 points per game. So that 2016 season is, a season Amari Cooper played in, and he has the experience. Also, I'm going to get into that. He's cheap. The 1 year, $3.5 million deal. That's pretty good for a guy that's going to come in and be your third or fourth option. Good on the scramble drill. He can come back for a quarterback that's in trouble, getting out of the pocket. He's also good on a blitz. He can, notice a blitz is coming and kind of stop, give the quarterback a quick option to throw to. This is leverage for Jacobe Meyers. Now, Meyers is going through a contract dispute with the Raiders where he wants to get paid, right? He wants to get, 19 to $26 million per year. And I don't think he's worth it. I don't think Raiders fans think he's worth it as well. I think the Raiders can get through a season without Jacobe Meyers with these young wide receivers that they drafted, and now Amari Cooper. So Jacoby Myers really needs to get it in gear, right? You don't want to do this a couple weeks before the season. You don't want to request a trade and really kind of kill your locker room, right? You got some good things going for you this season, and now one of your best players on offense is complaining about money. There's a time and place to do that, and I just think it's poor timing by Jacoby Myers. And I know what he's going through. He just saw a few wide receivers get paid, and now he's thinking, oh, well, they just drafted a couple guys. This is probably my best time to get paid from this team. So it just depends on what they're going to do. Is it going to be a 2 year deal? Are they just going to give him like a 1 year deal added onto his contract? Just depends on how they value Jacoby Myers. Some games he has 100 yards, and then there's some games where he has like 20 yards. Inconsistency has always been his weakness. So he really needs to kind of figure that out moving forward. Amari Cooper also is a zone killer on third down, and like I said, he can just sit in a zone and get you an easy first down. IQ, that's the big thing about Amari Cooper, is experience and IQ. He's played in a ton of big games, can help these young wide receivers out, like Dante Thornton and Jack Beck. Now I'm going to get into the weaknesses. He had the wrist injury last year. It affected him in drops. He had 8 drops in 12 games last year. So that moving forward, I know a lot of GMs were worried about the wrist injury. Is he fully healthy? He must be. He went through the workout with the Raiders and they signed him. But yards after catch is a weakness too. He's not a big guy that's going to take a catch and go to the house anymore. Maybe, when he was 28, 27, 28, doing that. Now he's into his early 30s and really kind of slowed down on that aspect of his game. Last year he had trouble with press man. If a corner kind of got up into him, he had really a tough time getting off of press man coverage. Run blocking, too, is another weakness for him. He's probably going to be more in passing situations, I would say. But all in all, this signing is good for the Raiders because what it's going to do is it's going to bring in an experienced wide receiver that was there the last time the Raiders had success in 2016. And he can help Jack Beck, Malloy, Thornton when maybe Jacobe Meyers isn't trying to do that. Hey, pay me, and then I'll help these young guys out. But I'm worried also about Jack Beck. This signing also makes me believe that they're worried about Jack Beck's growth. And I also noticed he was having a tough time getting separation in some of these preseason games. So I'm also worried about Jack Beck learning the playbook. He's kind of playing a little slow out there. So he needs to kind of catch up on the playbook a little bit. Are the Raiders really confident in his game right now? I'm not too sure. They signed Amari Cooper, who's probably going to go into that third, fourth option with Trey Tucker. So, where does that leave Jack Beck on the roster? I don't really know. You got Thornton, Meyers, um, Cooper, Tucker, um, and I guess Jack Beck after that. So that's pretty tough for a second round pick. I was really rooting for the kid. Liked the story about his brother. That's a tough situation that he went through. Really kind of pulling for him throughout his career. But we'll have to wait and see. The wide receiver room for the Raiders just got a little deeper. Thank you guys for watching.